I'm here for a good time, not a long time, you know. I haven't had a good time in a long time, you know. I'm way up, I feel blessed.
What's going on, YouTube? Nigga Scavenger gonna show you my second pickup for February, but I know it's March 2nd anyway. The shoes came out last week. Pretty sure they were hyped up. I know they sat some places and they might be sold out by now or whatever the case may be. Long story short, waited a very long time for this release. Very happy with the shoe, and let's get right into it. You already know from the title of the vid. That's your Air Jordan 4 Retro Lifestyle, size 10.5. Retails $190. Let's get back. Whew. Love this shoe, man. Love this shoe. I love this shoe. Like, without a doubt, one of my favorite fours to have ever released. They look great beat up. It's a part of that leather. You know, as they say with the black cement 3s in the background. I don't know if you guys can see those back there. I'm gonna show you a quick little comparison. Yeah, so that's all that goodies. I mean, the leather, it doesn't even compare, man. The leather's just out of this world better. See if I get better angles and stuff. I mean, the camera won't even do it justice because it's that good, soft leather, as opposed to, you just feel how thin this is just by touching it. I mean, I know they're both black tumble leather, so I brought it out. But anyway, get back to the Oreo 4s, right? Oreo 4s, man. I can't even believe that I have this shoe in my possession after spending my entire freshman year of high school wishing I had them. I mean, there was this group of kids, and if you guys just want to see the shoes, you know, I understand. I tend to babble on and tell stories about some shoes, but 99 was that year where like shoes were falling and I was just falling in love, you know, one after the other. I was just falling in love with sneakers. I was already in love with them, but they were now in front of me. People had them on. They just, you know, didn't have the money back then to really cop, and you know, wherever I liked. I was also like a track athlete back then, so the shoes that I did buy were geared toward, you know, track running and sprinting. Anyway, that type of genre of sneakers. So there was no extra money for, you know, a lifestyle shoe like this one. If you guys don't know, these, obviously you're playing basketball with whatever you want. You're playing basketball in flip-flops or bare feet if you want, but these weren't geared toward basketball performance shoes, even though the midsole and the outsole is exactly the same. You know, little netting, the tongue the way it is, they made it different from the actual performance model that released, and that's why the LS is lifestyle. Anyway, still got your Classic Jordan tag on there. I remember being on, if you guys are from New York City, I remember being on that C train at Broadway Junction, and I was with this like clique of friends that went to a different high school, but you know, I still hung out with them all the time. And I know it was Jason, Xavier, Jonathan, and this other guy, Ebony. But Xavier is the one that had this colorway, and he was cousins of one of the other guys, Jonathan and Joseph. And his pair was so beat up, like I can't even tell you. Every time he wore them, I wanted to smack him. I wanted to like rip his heart through his chest and just ask him, you know, what are you doing to your shoe, man? This shoe's amazing, and you're just destroying. It says Air Jordan on the back of that. I'm just trying to show you guys. Yeah. You know, regular 4, just the lifestyle version. You know, the leather. If you guys can grab them and you like the shoe, get it, because you're gonna love it. You know, rope laces. I love the shoe, man. Anyway, back to that story, Xavier like trashed his pair, and all I kept thinking to myself was, here I am wearing like New Balance running shoes, and I'm looking at him like, man, if I had that pair, it would never ever look like that. It would never be treated the way that these guys treated their shoes, and I'm not gonna say they had it better than me, but that's what they're geared toward buying, and I wanted to, but I knew that obviously I didn't have my own income yet. I had to use my resources, and my resource was my mom back then, and this was not in question. $100 for a pair of sneakers, no way. $120, no way, not happening. And I just always wanted the shoe, and then when I did have the money, the shoe was not around. She was not buyable, and then even better, the shoes weren't wearable. And certain shoes like this, I want to wear. I want to feel what it was like. I want to relive my 9th grade year of high school and tell myself, I got the shoes. The leather is just, I don't know. I love it, man. I love the shoe. I know they made little changes, like the rear doesn't have the extra little like plastic under the armpit and stuff like that, and this feels more like a rubber. Probably like a rubberized plastic or something. But I love the shoe, and thank you guys for listening to me Babylon. 30th anniversary, remastered series. Great, I hope they keep doing it. Are they gonna do it when it's 31 years later, 32, 33 years later? I don't know. By then, shoes will probably be like 200, 220 for the non-11 releases of the year. And I don't know. I'm happy they released these when they did, because Jordan Brand is not that they're running out of ideas, but they keep pulling stuff out of the vault, so to speak. And speak of the threes, right? The threes in the vault. That's weird. I mean, they gave the threes a good run. Fire red threes, infrared threes, black cement threes, 88 threes, white cement threes, powder blue threes, Joker threes. What's the other one? Crimson threes, flip threes, white and black. I mean, they gave us a ton of threes for a while, but I am definitely happy they brought the Oreo 4 out of the vault. I mean, everything about the shoe just screams retro. As far as 1999 for me, and that beginning of the retro line, even though they really started retro in 1994, but this was a Jordan 4 that Jordan didn't wear. Wow, that's cool. That was what it was to me back then. And that's it, guys. Thank you for listening to me Babylon. Thank you for subscribing. Tell your friends, do what you gotta do, spread the word. And that's it, guys. See you guys on my next pickup, which should be really, really soon. Yeah, I'm getting those 7s. And those gold foams, I might get them for somebody else and do a video on them. I don't know if I want to do that on my channel, but maybe it's just to show you guys. But I'll see how my time frame works, because I want people to have their shoes when I do get them. Like, I don't want to hold on to something somebody else's, and I'm just holding on to it, and when I get around to doing a vid, I'll do a vid. But I don't know. The gold foams, not really my thing. I did like the silver ones they released from New York City. I just wasn't jumping through, fire loops to go and grab them, and I don't have the connects in Nike land to go, get them. And those would have been nice, but I don't know if I would have wore them. I don't know. You ever feel like, sorry for the long vid again, guys. I was trying to say goodbye. But you ever feel like some shoes look like really good on feet, but not on your feet? That's how I feel about a lot of sneakers. Like, those look really sick on feet. So I'm not getting them for myself, because I don't think they look that way on me. Anyway, that was it, and I'll get around to that video when I get around to it. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the vid, subscribe. If I talk way too much and you guys just wanted me to see me, flip the shoes around, let me know. My bad. I didn't do that too much. Just trying to show you guys what I picked up as of recently, and I was not disappointed. I love the shoe, and I know the toe box is different, shaped differently, or whatever, but it's still the Air Jordan 4 Oreo, and I'm pretty sure it'll look that way eventually after wear them a few times. But if you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe. I'll show you guys pretty much every shoe that I get. And that is it, and I'll see you guys later.